Sqoop. How is it been originated? What is the origination of Sqoop? Okay. As you can see, the spelling of Sqoop is S-Q-O-O-P, where SQ stands for SQL, and OOP is another term which has been alphabets which has been extracted from Hadoop, H-A-D-O-O-P. So the combination of SQ plus OOP forms Sqoop. It is nothing but ETL tool which is used to extract data from and to SQL, MySQL, or any other RDBMS databases into Hadoop, and after processing we push it back to our RDBMS data. Alright. Now, what is the basic reason why we need to pull the data from RDBMS world to Hadoop? As we know, the basic reason is that for using Hadoop is that the processing of data is comparatively much faster, the processing speed. Let us assume, for an example, let's say we have a data in Oracle or MySQL. The size of the database is, let's say, 100 TB. Okay. Now it's a bank data. All right. It's a database of a bank. Now imagine a situation where bank wants to remove the data whose accounts has already been closed. Okay, now the bank finds out that out of 100 terabyte of data, let's say 10 terabyte of data, it knows that these accounts does not exist anymore because there was no transaction happened from past several years. So now the bank wants to remove all these data. So what we'll have to do is, it's kind of a filtering process that needs to be performed on the database. All right. So once we have to perform the database, filtering process, that means we have to run the entire database. We have to process an execution on the entire database. All right. Now this is really a tedious task in RDBMS world, right? Because we know that the data, 100 terabyte of data, we have to bring the data to the executables. But in Hadoop, we do not need to bring the entire database to the executables. We send the executable to the database. So what we can do is we can pull in all the data, we can migrate it to Hadoop, and then we can process the data and we can send it back. That makes the life much easier, a win-win situation for all of us, right? Now there are several things which are associated with Sqoop which we'll be discussing now. Okay, before that, moving you into Sqoop, what it is, I'll show you a database, because in order for us to go ahead and do with practicals and all those things, we'll be needing a database. So we are using here MySQL. Okay, I hope you can see my screen.
Yes.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
I hope you can see my screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open MySQL and I'll show you how it looks like. This is MySQL window. Okay. And I believe you would have also got the softwares as well. Root is the password. Okay. Now the first and the foremost thing is that we will be needing a database, right? So that we can process our executions on the database. How do we check what all databases are available? The command is show databases. It will list me all the databases which is available here. For example, in this case we have DB1, DB2, EMP, Hadoop 1, several databases are available here. Okay, if you want, you can use any one of the database, or in case if you want, you can create your own database. Okay, I'll tell you how do we create a database, and then we'll discuss in depth about the Sqoop. Okay, let's say we are going to create a database. Create database, and we'll name the database as, let's say, DB100. Okay, this is a database we have. All right. Now it says query okay, one row affected. That means the database